Hi, it's Faces Tech. I'm going to show you how to install your USB C board onto your DSi XL. I'm going to do it on this XL here. I've already removed the charge port. I think the only really way to remove a charge port is with hot air. So just turn it up, turn it this way up, hit this end with just some hot air. Normally use about 350 degrees C, like a small tip. Just heat up the area, and you'll see it will just eventually just fall off, because there's two anchor points here, and then there's like four thingies here, so I don't think you can even like bend it up, because I think you risk ripping the pads. So we're at that point now. I've just removed the port. What you're going to do is you need a soldering iron. I normally have this as well, at 350 degrees C. Use quite a small tip, because you want to be able to get inside like the small pads. So you want quite a small tip there. It's not mega small, but it's quite small. You want to be about like a pack. If you've got like my one where you can just change the ends, it's got a pack of loads of different ones. So first things first, just make sure the bottom of your adapter is all completely flat. This is one that I've actually put on before, so I'm just gonna. You want to come and make sure it's just flat. So it's going to sit right. So what you do is you kind of get it like this above it. You normally use a pair of tweezers, just so your hands are out the way. Just grab it like this. What you don't want to do is, I found in the past that when I was installing them, is you don't want to apply any pressure to the top of the USB-C port, because I'm not sure why, but it does messes up the charging. You'll only get it charging like one way, one insertion, and not the other way. So if you are doing it, just kind of grab it by there, and if you are going to apply any pressure, just apply it to the PCB rather than, I know it's tempting, I've done it in the past, tempting just to apply pressure to the top, but you will mess your USB-C port up, because I do test these before they leave, so I make sure that they work and they wiggle and all that kind of stuff. So what you want to do, just grab it gently, just line it up. You got the two here, which is these are the two pads that you really cared about. These pads on the bottom aren't actually connected to anything. They're just there to anchor the PCB down. So if you do mess up them, or one of them, even if you mess up both of them, you can kind of just like glue it down. I know it's not ideal, but you know, most of the time it probably will just stay in the shell. It's just like as a precaution, really. But yeah, just grab it, just line it up. See it line up with the two pads. Line it up above it, just slide it on over, hit one of the pads gently, leave it for a few seconds, take it off. You can kind of see it dull over, solidify, and there you go, you've got one down. Same again, you want it to go like inside the pad, so it will go down to the bottom pad. A couple of seconds, and there it is, let it solidify. Before we go anywhere, before we bother anchoring the other parts down, it's best to check it, because it's easier to get off. You'll need your board connected, your power board. You need both connections on that, otherwise it won't be able to show. You should check it the other way as well, and then come on this side. This might take a little bit longer to solidify your solder. You might just want to add a little bit extra just to get it wet, because this is basically ground, and it just really does not want to. You kind of want to just maybe put it on something so you can apply a little bit of pressure, so it'll actually, not too much, just so that it will actually stick. Like I say, this is just really a precaution, really, just to. But it will take a lot longer than the other side, because they are bigger pads and they are connected to a big ground plane, so. Just Just have a look as well, that's nice and flat. It'll save you cutting away some of the shell. Just give it another test, make sure I haven't messed anything up. And it will just flash because we haven't got a battery connected. Because normally it's like, I think it's a solid orange. That's it really.